Also guys, this is week 5 of me documenting my journey on building this Ecom brand. I didn't post last week because honestly there just wasn't that much to update, but this week we got a lot, so let's dive into it. What you can expect from this video is full transparency from me, showing you my actual ad data, all the challenges I've faced, and also what's going good and what my plans are coming off of this data that I'm going to show you now. Overall, it's just a raw, real documentation of my journey so far. In the last video, I spoke about the ad account that I was using, just removing my payment method and stopping the campaign. I use an agency for my ad accounts. Basically, what happened was the BM that owns that ad account had an issue and they couldn't fix it. So basically what they did was just issue me a new ad account. But then when I added my payment method into that ad account, it said that I had insufficient funds on my card, which didn't make sense because I did have sufficient funds. So then I had to submit an appeal to Facebook, which took a few days, but basically the conclusion was that I'm not getting my ad account back. So I got a new ad account, created a new virtual card, and now I'm running ads on that one. And that's what I'm going to show you now. So let's dive into it. So the ads that I was running in this batch of ads was based off of the last test and looking at what worked there, what worked the best, because last time we weren't profitable and the cost per click was really high. So based off the best, I tried to make the best even better, and then also testing new ideas in this one, like raw testimonials, like literally just someone speaking. What I'm selling is quite a bit of emotion behind it, so just getting someone who really felt that the emotion of the pain and just talking about that is actually what worked the best here. Yeah, just testing a bunch of different concepts and iterating off what worked the best last time. So as we dive into it, this is day 1. Ignore it. For some reason I chose rands for this ad account, which makes it a bit difficult because I'm used to seeing the stuff in dollars. So now I have to convert it every time to see if it's good or bad. As you can see, I have already turned off some ads, but this is day 1, right? So day 1, the top spender was this 110, and we got a cost per click there of like $2.60 is that conversion. 107 was the best. That's under $1. 18 Rand 45 is $1. So under $1 cost per click, which is exactly what we're looking for. And 80 Rand cost per click is absolutely atrocious. That is $4.50. But yeah, if we look at 107, the click-through rate was really high. So that's really good. CPM is very high. That's about $63. So that's pretty high. Could be higher, but definitely could be a lot lower. But what I really like is this high click-through rate. And this was day 1. We got 1 sale in the evening. I did only start running ads about halfway through the day, which you shouldn't really do. You should usually schedule it for the next day, but I wanted to get the ads running as soon as possible over the weekend. And I mean, it didn't spend all of my budget. It didn't like rush spend my budget, so it was all fine. Yeah, end of day 1 was not profitable, minus $18. But we're not looking for profitability necessarily at the moment, or overall profitability. We're looking at, can one ad set be profitable? That purchase didn't track on here, so I don't actually know which one of these ad sets got the purchase. But if we move on to day 2, Saturday, this was the first full day of spend. You can see we got 2 orders with a 3.13% conversion rate, which is pretty good. So if we take a look at the ads for this day, you can see that both of those purchases came from the same ad, which is good. So you can see that 1,000 Rand was spent by the top 2 spending ads, but we didn't even get an add to cart or any purchases from that. But this one that spent 312 Rand got 2 purchases at a 156 Rand cost per purchase. So I'm selling this product for $15 and it's a digital product. So the break-even cost per purchase is 277 Rand. So this is profitable. My break-even ROAS is 1. So 1.8 is profitable. So this is good. But at this point, I don't think I had turned off these ads yet, because I always let Facebook just run for 3 days, because often it'll switch around and spend, like today 117 might be the most spent, but tomorrow it might spend the most on 107. So I don't think I turned anything off yet here. The next day I only got 1 order with a 1.92% conversion rate. I think this is the day I turned off 117. 110, as you can see, got us that 1 purchase, but it wasn't profitable. As I said before, break-even ROAS is 1 and we got a 0.42 ROAS, but it did get 3 ads to carts, which is good. But if you look at the cost per click, it's not great, and 107 is still looking good, and that is basically because of the high click-through rate, 4%. That's not insanely high, but that's a good click-through rate. This day we spent $76 on ads, got $15 in sales, and we lost $62. Looking at the next day, which is today right now, this is how it's looking. So I woke up to 2 orders already, which was great, and conversion rate is 5.56%. If you look at the ads, so I lied, I didn't turn off on 110 yesterday. I turned off 117, and today 110 got 1 order, but as you can see, it's not profitable. And if I looked at the last 3 days, 110 just wasn't performing as well as 107. The cost per click is also high, so 60 Rand. 60 Rand is $3.26, which is pretty high. So my conversion rate on the store is high. This is what happened last time as well. But what I need is ads that are performing well and getting me clicks and visitors to the store for cheaper, so that I can get more visitors per the money I spend, so that I can be profitable. But obviously it still needs to be high quality people, and obviously it still needs to actually convert. So the plan moving forward is to obviously let this spend for the rest of the day and see what happens. If this one ad can be profitable, that'd be great. That means I can iterate off of this one and make more similar, and also just continue to test new concepts. Once we got one winning ad, that's enough to know, okay, this can work. If we just can replicate this, we can keep it going and make some money. Then some other things I need to do is test a higher price on the store. So conversion rates have been very good. Like today when I woke up, it was 7%. It's kind of hard to judge it though, because I'm not getting that much traffic. But if I can test a higher price, that means I can get a higher CPA and still be profitable. So I'm selling for $15 now, which is really cheap. It means I have to get a pretty low CPA. Like I'm aiming for like $8, but like $8 to $10 would be great. Yeah, I'm thinking about adding an audiobook, just using 11 Labs to create a nice sounding audiobook, and then adding that as well into the offer and then increasing the price. But if I can get to selling it for like $29, I think I can make good money. But basically I need to be doing more volume before I can raise the price, because I don't want to raise the price and then get no sales. I can't necessarily attribute that just to the price change, because it could also just be the ads not performing as well, because nothing is consistent at the moment, especially with such low ad spend. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. It's not popping off going crazy, but we're getting there, making progress. As I'm doing this, I'm also learning how to make good ads. I've made lots of ads for dropshipping in the past, but this is a very different subject and there's no physical product involved. So it's a little bit different, but it's been good to push my limits and challenge myself to do this. But I must say it has been easier with being passionate about the problem and the solution that I'm providing, which is, if you don't know, it's helping men with a certain type of internet addiction. If you're seeing this, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on future updates. This is going to be crazy, guys. See you in the next one.